I'm your host, Logan23. You're joining me for Across the Void, Chapter 16, Espionage. Doubling as Pax, the holographic projection of the General flickers as you stare at her in shock. I know it's been a lot to take in. Old mentors don't come back to life every day. I can't believe it. You left me. I mourned you for years. All this time, you've been alive and let me believe you were gone? It's not that simple. There's so much I have to tell you. The General places a hand to her chest. I didn't think I'd ever get to see you again, Pax. For a few minutes, I was dead. They were able to bring you back with no permanent damage? She nods slowly. Yes, but I was in a coma for several months. After that, it took a while for my body to heal. I had to learn to walk and talk again. You wring your hands together nervously, your voice tentative. So, why didn't you let me know you were alive once you'd healed? Only I was attacked that night in the bunker, which means someone on the inside betrayed me. It took some time to figure out who I could trust again, and with the Vanguard after me, it was better that they think I was dead. Was it the Vanguard who tried to assassinate you? I have my suspicions, but now all I can need is proof, and I need your help to get it. You only came to me because you want something. You would have let me go on thinking you were dead if you didn't need my help now. I swear I couldn't tell you until now. It wasn't safe. Are you saying I was on your list of suspects too? No, I always knew you had nothing to do with this, but there was no secure way to contact you, or anyone else, while I recovered in hiding. He let out a long sigh. So what is it that you want me to do? My sources tell me that you're aboard the Atlas alongside Admiral Demos. Yeah, she's here. She's my brother's boss, and I believe she ordered the assassination attempt on my life. If you can prove it was her, I'll be able to better project myself and other Jorah from future attacks. I can't exactly get her to confess just by asking. She's probably trained to withstand torture. That's why I need you to access her secured files. There should be a record of the order. She reaches out to place her hand on your shoulder, but the projection goes right through you. I've read what you've been up to for the past few years, Pax. I want you to know I'm very proud of you. That's why I'm certain you can handle this. Things haven't been easy. I've needed your guidance. When the Atlas was attacked, I had to kill someone. I know how difficult that can be. The first time I took a life, it nearly tore me apart. But I soon realized that letting it haunt me, just a little, is what sets me apart from the monsters of the universe. Did you regret it? No, my actions saved many lives. It was the right thing to do. A sharp buzzing noise emits through the comm. The line is no longer secure. Good luck with your mission, Pax. The projection of the General disappears, leaving you with her orders ringing in your ears. A little while later, you step into a sparsely decorated crew quarters, devoid of any personal effects. Hello? Where are you? Gemma bounces slightly on your shoulder as she peers around with you. A figure moves out of the shadows hesitantly. Pax? What are you doing here? Zania. I came to see how you're doing. We haven't spoken since I made the biggest mistake in the galaxy, besides the black hole of self-hatred I'm in right now. Xenia twists a strand of her hair around her finger, glancing at you from the corner of her eye. Your secret's still safe with me, if that was what you're wondering. I know. No one has ever tried to throw me out of an airlock yet. He awkwardly tries to pull out a chair for you, but ends up hitting it against the wall instead. You can sit down if you want. I'm actually here to see if you knew anything about Admiral Demos. Well, she's Vanguard, and that's enough of a reason to stay out of laser radar for me. So, you stay away from the Vanguard because they're enemies of the Void? All color drains from Zinnia's face. Where'd you hear that? Nova called me earlier. She said that the attackers on the Atlas were Void, which means you're with the Void. It's not as simple as that. Nothing is right now. My old mentor just came back from the dead and wants me to get into Admiral Demos's records. Whoa, that's a lot to process, even if you are the product of an advanced biotech. No kidding. My brain is as fried as a data core with an ultra-charged gigavamp. Well, I could help you get access. It would give me a time to explain what happened with the Void. Plus, I'm an expert at getting into the impossible. And it'd be good if you had someone to watch your back, too. Like a partner. I can't have you getting caught. Hope you don't need backup. I think I can manage just fine on my own. Oh, right. I'm sure you're great at uncovering secrets. Gemma hops on Zinnia's shoulders and nuzzles her. Ooh. You're a strange little creature. I like you. Zinnia strokes Gemma's feathers for a few moments before you motion to Gemma. She flies back over to you. See you later, Zinnia. I hope so. You leave the room and Zinnia behind, hearing her sigh as she sits back down in the darkest corner. A few minutes later, you slip safely inside the control room. Any important files Admiral Demos is transmitting need to pass through a secure channel, which means they should be somewhere in here. With a chirp, Gemma bounces over to a far console and bites the corner of it. You say her name in a sing-song to get her attention. Gemma! What did I say about eating monitors? She lets go and blinks at you innocently. Ooh. You touch one of the screens to get started, then type a series of commands to help you scan through the files more quickly. Something pops up on the screen that catches your eye and you read it aloud. Classified report on Juror Leader, codename General. This has gotta be it. After a few attempts, you manage to gain access to a couple of redacted pages. You look over the words, but nothing makes sense until you speak it aloud. Several on the War Council strongly believe that an order to execute on site should be issued on the General, after she oversaw the bombing of a Vanguard medical facility. Admiral Demos managed to persuade the others that the capture of the General would allow them to access to greater intel and separate them from the ruthless ways of the Jura. While the air seems to leave your lungs. That means Admiral Demos managed to stop the assassination from ever happening. And if it wasn't her, who tried to kill the General? The sound of footsteps in the corridor grows louder as someone approaches. Try to hide. Frantic, you duck behind one of the monitors. Ah! From your crouch, you motion frantically to Gemma. Gemma, hurry, come here! Gemma flies into your arms and huddles against you. The door to the control room opens and Admiral Demos steps inside. Hello, is anyone in here? Nope, not a person, nope. Don't say anything, Gemma, I swear to God, I'll break your wings. The animal rustles after battle for a few moments, and the edge of her robe brushes against you. Just as she exits the room and shuts the door behind her, you let out a deep breath. Oh, that was way too close. Time to get out of here. Sprint out of the room and take down the corridor, Gemma still in your arms as you rush back to your quarters. Now playing as Nova. A thin veil of mist tickles your skin as you head back to the Alice, a parting gift from the waterfalls surrounding the city. This feels like a paradise after the past few days. I hate to leave. Maybe we can come back here together someday. If they invite us. Ziggy laughs heartedly. We still have a shot. Nothing broke. Only because Eos and Pax weren't allowed down there. Glances down for a moment, but when he raises his head again, you see a line of worry across his forehead. Nova, I know we joke about it a lot, but things feel different now. Eos and Pax are on opposite sides of a war, one that even you haven't been able to escape. And now that it's here, I know. But I can't save them from themselves. I can't play peacemaker forever. They have to make their own decisions. That's been the biggest thing that they've had in common since we were kids. And how stubborn they are. Exactly. And if they continue down their paths and end up standing in front of each other with their fingers on the triggers, I can't stop them. Even if it kills them. I've given up everything for them. I can't give them my life too. If anything happened to the three of you, I can't even imagine. His eyes fill with tears as he looks at you. Losing you, Nova, it decimates me. You're my whole galaxy. You always have been. Zeke, don't worry. I'm not going anywhere. I'm an Alara. We're almost impossible to get rid of. I can't argue with that. I have a lifetime of proof. The sound of flowing fabric behind you caused you to turn to see Prince Sparlow approaching.
Captain Alara, before you go, would you mind taking a moment to speak with me privately?
Of course. How can I help you, Your Majesty?
It's more of an offer than a request.
Ziggy leans over and whispers in your ear. Have fun. I'll meet you back on the ship. He walks away, leaving you alone with the prince.
It's customary for the Epoch to get to know their travel companion before going on a journey together.
Are you saying you want to get to know me better?
It'd be impossible not to want to know someone like you, Captain, especially since I am now one of your passengers.
His eyes twinkle as he cocks a smile.
I find the best way to learn more is through another's mind and its possibilities. Aren't you curious about me too?
Experience an epoch mind connection. Leave the planet. A mind connection? Just leave the planet. I've gotta get back to the Atlas. We're headed out soon and I still have preparations to make.
Perhaps when you're far less busy then.
With a nod, he returns to his palace, and you take one last look at the serene city on the other side of the globe. I thought he was going to be a passenger. Then he goes back to the city. I'm so confused. Later, on the bridge of the Atlas, you and your crew prep the ship and for the journey to Cyber. Titani, run the diagnostic check on the sublight engines. Already on it, Captain. Did Holmes chart a course to Cyber yet? I haven't seen him. Titani frowns as her fingers fly over her console. He was supposed to have them ready for me for an hour ago. Probably too busy building some useless contraption to answer his comm. I'm sure he'll be here soon. He better. I hate being kept waiting. That doesn't surprise me. I love when you get all worked up. It's hot. Usually my anger scares others. I just think it shows how passionate you are about everything. I like the way you make that sound. Well, it's true. The way your whole body trembles and your face scrunches up, it's very alluring. Sol walks over to you with his data reader in his hand. He blocks your view of Titan here, who turns back to her station. I counted our remaining food and water supply. We have enough to last us several weeks at least. More than enough to get us to Cyber. Excellent. Thanks for the update, First Officer. You're always on top of things. Just doing my best, Captain Alara. Someone clears their throat behind you and you turn to see the Senator standing in the doorway. Captain Alara, I need to speak with you. What can I do for you? Once Prince Barlow comes on board, we'll need a more formal setting to discuss our proposal we're presenting at the Peace Summit. Once he feels comfortable with it. Can you meet in the passenger lounge? The other passengers are in there, and they tend to be quite distracting. Sol steps forward with a friendly smile. I have a suggestion. We could reserve the premier restaurant on the Atlas for the night, the Equinox. Our chef could prepare a traditional epoch banquet, and we could even present the prince with a throne chair. Lyra claps her hands together. That would be marvelous. One problem, we don't exactly have a throne lying around. A neon blush creeps up the sides of Sol's face as he looks at you like there's no one else in the room. We could build one if the restaurant is privately booked. We still have the time to ourselves to assemble it. The result of our efforts will be an atmosphere to help encourage peace, and an example of royal treatment the Atlas offers. Get a private moment on the Equinox with Sol. Let the royal passengers fend for themselves. Why are we captain and we have to, why? Is this a joke? There's still so much to do before we leave. I can't have time to build a throne right now. Right, it was a rather ambitious idea, I suppose. The lounge will have to do. Then, hopefully the prince doesn't mind the noise. As the Senator exits the bridge, you and Sol return to your stations. Now playing as Pax, once you're back at the quarters, you calm the General and watch as her projection appears before you. Mission accomplished, General. I read the files, and turns out Admiral Demos wasn't trying to kill you at all. Excellent work, Pax, but I'm afraid that doesn't change much. What are you talking about? She didn't do it. We don't have to worry about her now. Admiral Demos is still a threat. She's an integral part of the Vanguard forces. To root out the real assassin, we need to use her to send a message. I think this is crazy. You can't punish someone for a crime they might commit. I thought you would understand, Pax. This is for the good of the Jura. The General turns her head to look at something only she can see, then looks back at you. You proved yourself following orders today. Now it's time for the next phase. There's one more thing I need you to do for me. What is it? If she says die, I'm gonna kill her. Stay in your quarters for the next 10 minutes. I'd hate for you to be caught in the crossfire. You sent another Jura agent after the Admiral? No, I programmed a bomb to go off as she walks down the corridor. Should look like a tragic mechanical failure. But my siblings are on the Atlas too. How did you even get a bomb aboard? If it goes off... Interrupting yourself, you shut off the comm with the General and sprint out of the corridor. You race down the corridor, your feet pounding against the floor, your heart beating loudly in your chest. Hope I'm not too late. As you round the corner, you see Admiral Demos walking down the opposite end of the corridor towards you. Before you can call out to her, Holmes appears, tucking in the bottom of his undershirt as he zooms by. Watch out! Whoa! As he hits her shoulder. He hits her shoulder as he races past her. Sorry, Emerald. I'm late. I fell asleep and missed my meeting with Titania about the nav charts. She's gonna kill me. A little red light at the base of the wall starts blinking, and your eyes widen in terror. Holmes, stop! Your words are drowned out as the explosion rips through the corridor, engulfing everything in smoke and flames. Okay. Well, with that being said, hope you all enjoyed the video. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Head down in the description below, links to social media, Discord, and a few links to support me and my content. Speaking of which, would you like to become a member of our channel? Would you like exclusive emotes, little things next to your name, so something to show that, yes, I love this channel, I love this community so much that I support it? Well, you should hit that join button, and all those benefits will come up in front of you, and you can choose to join or not. And it's very much appreciated if you do. If you don't, and you're like, oh no, screw this community. It's just, no. That's fine. That's fine. It's, free to share the video and like it, and leave comments. It's just be appreciated. I guess you don't love me. Anyway, with that being said, I'll catch you all in the next video. Peace.